8-minute abs today with a ball. So if you haven't got a ball, you're gonna wanna skip this one, and I'm sorry about that. 8-minute abs with a ball and a heavy breather. It's him, it's him, it's him, it's not me. Here we go. All right, so first one up, I want you to grab the ball. We're actually gonna start with a lateral exercise. So you're gonna scissor that ball down as low as you can. So you want it far away, so you've got actually a long lever. So your feet are kind of right there at the north and south pole. You're gonna come down, rest your head, move your hip forward so you need this hand. And if it's not there, you'd roll forward. Otherwise, we're open and we're not getting what we want. We want lateral work. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep use of that front hand, 6, 7, 8, 9. At first glance, this one looks, right, like a leg exercise. However, what you're doing is leveraging your core in order to make it come up. So here we go. You may also be saying, that's not happening, I'm not lifting. You're gonna see my better half. So turn it over. For the other side, we're doing 30 seconds on each side. Use that front arm and up, rest the head, lift, and again up. Now most of us have a good side and we have an other side, and that's okay, it's normal. But what you want to do is pay close attention to how much is that one side weaker. And let's try to do a little catch up and awareness of how to improve that. All right, a couple more, and that evens things out. You're gonna stay right there. We're gonna right into stabilization. So I want you to bring that ball up. You're gonna bring your legs into a dead bug, right? So you're right here, the arms come up, legs come up. You should feel your lower back down on the floor, and if you don't, you need to engage a little bit more. You can pull the knees in to feel what is that like when it's down, and then try to remove the knees and come back out, and that works a little bit better. But I want you to take the ball, put it here, push the ball with your hands into your knees without letting them go. So they're pushing in, this is pushing here. In order to do that, you have to brace. So you're gonna hold that, and I want you to breathe with me. Now, my arm's not locked, softening the elbows so there's less stress on the shoulder, less stress on the neck, get that lower back down. So if it's not, we're in trouble. We need that lower back to be down, nice and solid. We're gonna hold this for about a minute, but that gets a little fatiguing through these abdominal muscles that may be a little weak for you, and through your hip flexors that may be tensing just a little too much. So we're gonna take a little break, let them go, and then you're gonna bring it back up again and resume. So you can push the knees toward the hands, keep that press, keep your head relaxed. Your weight on your head should be in the center of your head. Don't jam that chin to your chest. You want an easy curve under the small of your back or your neck. So keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Lower back should be down, and you're breathing. So you gotta be talking to somebody in the room, even if it's the dog. Push, push, push. Hold on to that tension. Good, and that was the equivalent of a plank, but with more motion than many planks do. We're gonna turn things over. So you're gonna come right over here. I'm gonna put that right underneath my hip. You wanna make sure you don't have anything that you can hit your head on, just in case. Now, my legs are wide, so my knees go up. What I'm gonna do is take my legs, I'm gonna actually push my heels together, and I'm gonna push my hips into the ball in order to raise up. Now notice the rest of me is not moving, so I don't want you to roll forward and back. You just have gentle pressure here. So even that, though, if you've got issues with your shoulders, may not be comfortable. Squeeze those glutes. I want you to hold on to a $100 bill between your feet. You got it? Squeeze in. So what we're doing is back extension. And your erector, spinae muscle group, runs like a zipper on either side of your spine. So you're getting a little work through those extensor muscles. Think postural muscles, standing upright, not rounding over. Squeeze the glutes, push and push. Your hamstrings, mine might be crying just a little bit. If you can work through it, great. Otherwise, stop, take a little bit of a break. Good, and release. Nice job. Now, if you need to, come back. And I love the ball. So you can kind of hang out here, putting your back on traction. and just ease that. This one that can be nice at the end of the day. If you've sat all day or stood all day in a same posture, can be an easy, nice little traction. And as you move it forward a couple of inches, so I'm not exercising. Can you see that? I'm just relaxing. All right, but while we're here, I want you to come down, think in a plank. So if you were shooting out a cannon for the 4th of July, you're gonna go straight ahead, right? So you're gonna fly through the air, but instead, what I want you to do is we're gonna alternate arms and legs. This one on the ground on all fours is called bird dog. When you do it on the ball, seemingly it would be a little easier, but actually it's not, because the ball is round, right? And you'll notice right away, one side is a little bit weaker. Your balance is not quite so good on that side. Keep your chin tucked down just slightly so that crown of your head to your heels is a straight line. And as you lift, we're again working these muscles, but as you're pushing into the ball, you're also working from the front side. So it's a multitasker. We love those, right? Lift and lower. It's nice and slow. Good length. Good, and squeeze the glutes tight. You should be breathing here. I can't get through this and cue without breathing. But if you're alone, the likelihood that you're holding your core tight, that you might hold your breath at the same time is a lot higher. So, like I said, you gotta talk to the dog. You could talk to me, just be nice, okay? Lengthen and down, nice job. And back, great. And release, good, and then come down. We're gonna do a little rotation. Now, and I know that you may be under the impression that if you do crunches on the ball, it's much safer. It's actually much more devastating than a crunch or a sit-up, which I don't advocate doing, because you have greater range of motion. You have more risk of injury doing a crunch or a sit-up on a ball than you do on the floor. So we leave those out. But here's what I do like to do. Put your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart because you need leverage. You're gonna take your hands up. Right now I just have mine collapsed like I'm praying. That won't hurt either. You're gonna bring that up. You could have a ball right there. Lift your hips. And what I want you to do is to push that ball to your side. So I'm resting on my shoulder, over, and then back. So you're turning over and back, weight on your heels. And the first time you do this, you're gonna feel very vulnerable. That's normal. My head here is not really resting on the ball, but I'm not straining my neck because I keep rotating to the side. My head is not in the same position all the time. Over and back and in. Nice job. And up. Good. How we doing? Good. Day after the 4th of July, as I'm doing this one, could be a little precarious. No? Yes? Or just a little needed. All right. Now, what I am going to have you do here is a little traction. So stretching, just releasing that spine, releasing your head and neck. And as you drop down, support your head to bring it up. And I want you to come to a seated position. I might run out of room here. Hold it right there. And there you have it. 8 minutes, 8-minute abs. We're gonna do it 8 days in a row inside of the membership. So now's the time. If that was helpful to learn how to safely do core exercises that have stabilization, back extension, lateral flexion, and really very minimal forward flexion, because let's face it, we're already good at that, right? We need extension. We need to sit up, drop those shoulders down and back, and keep our neck relaxed so that we look like this at 80 and 90 and not like this, all right? The cafe, the Flipping 50 membership, is open right now for open enrollment, and it closes very soon. I'll put the link in my bio and below. So I'll see you on the flip side. Let me know, did you do this? Did you do this with me? Do you have a ball?